I'm Jordan Pelligrini here along with my accomplice Ryan Boyd, and we have one question on our minds.
What makes something a sport?
Let's get at it. In your opinion, sir, what makes a sport?
Well, a lot goes into it. I mean, there's
catching.
There's throwing.
Always.
Sport is something where you use athletics as opposed to like checkers where it's only brain. I mean, sports include brain, but I say it has to be something with athletic.
The competitive nature.
You have to be fierce to play.
Has to be competitive, and there has to be sponsors.
Sponsors.
Ladies, what makes something a sport?
Something with physical activity.
Yeah. Running and jumping and lots of energy.
Sweatbands?
Yeah, a lot of sweatbands.
Is laying out a sport?
No.
No? I see enough people doing it. It looks like a sport to me. You sweat? You have to roll over at least once an hour?
Yeah, true.
That's not really a sport.
But you're competing for tans and tan lines to be gone and those types of things. Is sunbathing competitive?
Who gets the tannest?
Yes.
Who has the least tan lines? But the
True.
evenest tan?
Yeah.
If you're trying to compare yourself to other people, then I guess it's a sport. But if you're just trying to get a tan, then you're just trying to get a tan.
Suntanning is definitely a sport.
Would you consider walking to class a sport?
No.
No? What if you have to get to class and you have to get there now? What if you were to do competitive dog walking maybe?
Competitive dog walking. I'm going to say no.
No?
No.
There would be a lot of running involved. You got to walk fast, you got to walk hard, and you got to get that pump on.
Yeah, but it's still not the same. You're
Walking or running? Competitive dog running?
You got me. What if you're running to class and you have to beat your friend to class or else she'll fail the class? It's competitive, you're running, it's athletic.
that could possibly consider a sport because you're being competitive with somebody else.
All right. I mean dog walking, but what if the dogs were big?
Big dogs.
Big dogs.
I don't think that's very athletic, so I'm going to go with no. No.
Well, there you have it.
Is reporting for a TV show a sport?
I guess you could make it a sport if you want to make it active and
Would you say that reporting for a television show is a sport?
In a way.
No.
I mean, it's competitive, right? We're competitive.
yeah, you can make it competitive.
But
I feel like a sport requires physical activity.
lots of speaking, which burns some calories, right?
Yep.
I guess so, but it's not. You're not like moving or running or jumping or.
A lot goes into it.
You need to be athletic.
Oh, you need to be athletic, of course. I got to keep this figure.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
But we're pretty athletically built, right?
Yeah. You look good.
Thank you. There you have it. So, Jordan, we've been going around asking people if they think reporting is a sport, and they don't seem to think so.
Well, Ryan, it looks like it's time for us to make it a sport. Sir, what do you think makes a sport?
Something that makes a sport is probably athleticism.
So is what I just did a sport?
Could consider possibly.
Sir, what do you think makes a sport?
What I think makes a sport is anything that requires a little bit of physical activity with maybe even a little bit of sweat involved.
So would you say that reporting is a sport?
Absolutely.
Especially after that act?
That was beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, wait a second. Is our job, is reporting a sport?
Your job is reporting a sport? Question mark?
Are you guys fierce?
We're pretty fierce.
Are you guys competitive?
We're pretty competitive.
Then definitely it's a sport.
Is there anything in particular we could do to make it more of a sport?
Sponsors.
Definitely sponsors.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola. So what do you two think makes a sport?
Takes definitely some preparation beforehand.
Dedication and commitment to it.
Physical activity.
Do you think reporting for, let's say, a sports show might qualify?
I don't think so.
But what if there's preparation involved?
That is preparation.
Preparation.
And dedication.
If you're committed to it.
So all we need is the athleticism? I think we have our fix.
Okay, what makes something a sport?
You gotta have a lot of physical activity, Can't just be standing around. You gotta run.
Can we finally conclude that reporting is a sport?
Well, after that, I think so.